Welcome back to a very special episode of Mention It All Again. I'm Blake, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Casey. Hey, Casey.
Hey Blake, welcome back. We missed you last week. Blake was having some technical difficulties. Was
Yo,
supposed to be in attendance for our Jax Taylor episode, but thank God he's back now for this special ep.
well, as the resident gay co-host, I feel
You have to
like
be,
to not
yeah.
be present at our Pride episode would kind of be like a huge dereliction of duty, and it would really just be not doing right by our listeners, I feel, especially those of the LGBT persuasion. And I am assuming is at least one. There has to be at least one
There
gay
has to be.
listener,
There has to be
lesbian listener.
in any group room situation ever. I guess, but no, I stand on that. In any situation, there has to be at least one.
Even if you're not out, there has to be one.
If it's beyond a pair, there's at least one.
Math by Casey. Well, you did. I thought you guys did a really good job. I feel like almost it was like fate that I wasn't there because I got to listen to it like as a listener, and it was really good. And I think you guys just share a level of passion or maybe former passion for Jax Taylor that I cannot relate to. So I think it was a great episode, a great pairing. And I just want to say that I never thought about our opening music, our intro being like, what'd you say? It was Succession and Housewives or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a bit dramatic, a bit ominous. We were talking about
Yeah,
like
I liked that. It does really give Succession when you think about it, but like then you have
it
like the
does.
women laughing in the background and the little breakdown, and it
It's
it
so
feels a little
good.
bit.
Like
It's
shameless credit to ourselves and our
and
audio master, who we will tag this time. I couldn't find.
we will tag him.
He
His name is
changed his
Angel.
at. So I couldn't find it. I did go and look. I am not like trying to like steal from anyone.
Stolen valor. You're like, credit to us for this amazing music.
Gonna have a scandal. Like I really did go look for it, but we will put it here. Shout out.
And
Shout out
just
Angel.
in the spirit of supporting the LGBT, he's LGBT. So we're highlighting queer art. We're supporting queer art on this podcast.
Yes.
And we are supporting
support it.
We are also supporting women in their middle age who sometimes act gay, sometimes might end up being gay, sometimes are bi, sometimes there are rumors of things that they do in bathrooms of public establishments, and we support all
options.
These are the options, and we support every iteration of these housewives, of the Real Housewives, exploring their sexuality however makes sense for them.
Yes.
And that
for the coverage of Pride, for our special Pride themed episode in the Bravo cinematic universe, obviously there are actually out gay people on the Bravo network, but that would not be as fun to focus on. So very little of these examples are the actual representation. That doesn't mean we don't support real representation, but for entertainment purposes,
right, we gotta
let's dive under the surface a little.
Right, because like I think that like that's a really good preface, because I feel like I just completely ignored the fact that this isn't like a literal like LGBT people in Bravo episode as much as it's
what?
literally
You guys
just
want us to be like Julia Lemegova, like
right, like
congrats.
Came out in 2019, like okay,
Great work, Queen.
we're not journalists, but the Real Housewives is so sapphic coded a lot of the times. And I mean, some franchises way more than others, but it is very, very sapphic. And there are so many like moments that you could like screenshot and just be like, let's analyze the fuck out of this. And that's what we're kind of going to do a little bit of through every single franchise.
You could do a whole podcast on
an entire podcast,
like an entire separate podcast about the gay undertones of the Real Housewives franchise, and like really get into like all the gory details. Obviously, we've got a different theme going here, so I already know we're gonna post this and people are gonna be like, "You forgot the luncheon where this person said," it's like, "Yeah, no, we know. There's too
We
much. There's literally
we
too
know.
much.
We know,
There
and
we can't
also
get it all."
we would be sitting here for quite some time. We would be
Right.
focusing on Sonia alone for 3 hours if we dared to be comprehensive.
If we dared, which
We
we
don't.
won't, we aren't
We
daring
shall
to
not
that.
dare. Certainly not today. And speaking of, we're gonna start with Roni, and we're gonna start with Sonia. Sonia is, she is, I think, top 3 gayest, not gay housewives.
Right, excluding the actually gay people.
The real
That's the preface
ones.
for the whole episode. Like, we know they're there and we love them. I mean, some of them are iffy. We know they're there and like, yes, hell yeah, but we're avoiding them. But yeah, I think that's probably true. I mean, that's who like instantly pops up in mind because she's not new to this. She's true to this
She's
game. Like
true to this.
she's been doing this. She's like she was queer baiting before queer baiting was a thing. Like, so is it really queer baiting then? I don't know.
I mean, I think it's like she queer baited too close to the sun and then ended up just being basically like bisexual. But like
Right.
never committed. Like never was willing, but she would say things that were like just at the edge of like, you
Yeah.
get enough alcohol in me and sure I love to go, down on whatever. But like she'll say
Right.
things like that where it's like, okay, it's like you have actually done this. But she would
Right,
never
and
call
her and
herself a
Luann, like,
bisexual.
play with it, like, even, like, in Today, like, they know about what people say about them, like, even at, like, some of Lou's cabarets, like, she's like people were doing, like, Fuck, Marry, Kill when I was at one of them, and, like, they were like, "Sonia and 2 guys," and Luann's like, "Well, I'm already fucking Sonia, like, put her there," like, it's like they know about it, and it's like
Yeah, they play with
they
it.
these women, they get drunk and they get frisky, like, I think it's, like, getting bottled up and, like, these, like, awful lame lives and lame husbands and,
Yeah,
like, needing to, like, let loose a little bit. I mean, especially with, like, older generations, maybe they, like, didn't have, like, the right environment to explore at a
definitely
younger
not.
age.
And I think being a Bravo like celebrity, a Bravo celebrity, I think like they come from these more traditional lives that have like the transition from that lifestyle where you're a kept woman to a powerful man or like a count or whatever it is, and like your life is just to raise kids and like
Right,
be on the arm of your husband, and then you become a Bravo celebrity where like the gays run that shit, like that's a big viewership, and obviously Andy's gay and the whole thing is just gay, and so like it's almost like encouraged, and so then I think that's when they feel like, wait, I can explore this even if it's like just a cheeky little thing.
right.
um but I will say Sonia has been on the front lines of LGBT activism, I think, um, for over a decade at this point. I mean, you all know that she's raised millions for the LGBT, um,
Millions.
millions, but if y'all forgot, she also was the grand marshal of a marriage equality parade march. Uh, I don't know, what was it, season 4, season 3?
Yeah, season 4, episode 2 is to be specific if you'd like to go revisit. They it's a marriage equality march. It seems like at first I thought everyone was like meant to wear like wedding garments like for like the theme of the parade, but I think it's just the women. Like they all wear wedding dresses that they got from like probably like a consignment shop or like, somewhere like cheaper, not like real like full gowns, but like a little bit more simple ones. So they did that. I don't really know if it was actually like a part of the invite, but that was what they were doing, and yeah, Sonya's the Grand Marshal, which, like, is that a normal title, like, for a speaker? It feels like,
It
ah.
does it does really, like, give KKK, but like, it is a parade title. I don't understand, like, why you can't be, like, the, like, the coordinator or, like, like the executive coordinator or the like executive like uh certainly not
Or,
the
like, people say,
marshal.
like, even other dumb stuff like master of celebrations or, like,
Right.
opening guest, opening star, whatever, like,
Right.
dumb
Marshal,
detail, but
grand marshal, I don't know, grand yeah, so that's
we
somehow her
got it,
title.
girl, like, okay.
Right, right, this isn't the 1800s anymore, we can adjust our language. But Sonia, okay, so this is the thing, this is not even, like, her event, or, like, she wasn't the one who was, like, she's the grand marshal, but this was Alex's, like, situation, correct?
S So, I don't really think it's either of their situations, like, the issue is that Sonia was supposed to speak and so was Simon, but then Sonia was like, "I want to be the only speaker." So Simon gets axed from the event, and, like, when they're there in the crowd, the women are in their little white wedding dresses, Simon is in this, like, bedazzled rainbow blazer, like, with a bow tie, like, looking a damn mess, and they're fighting, like, in the middle of the crowd right before Sonia's speech, and it's basically, like, this whole fight of, like, "Sonia, this isn't about you, like, let Simon speak, like, it's about marriage equality," and it's like,
Simon is
"But you're
literally
also making it
LGBT.
about Simon speaking, like, so you're also making it about you, so both of you
Right.
actually are having the same issue here, but c'est la vie." Sonia can't gaff less, like, she's literally, like, staring ahead, like, getting amped for her speech, like, Alex is yelling in her ear, like, "Do you even care about marriage equality, Sonia?" And she's like, "This is my day. This is my big day."
Let's play the clip.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here, and finally I get to say something that's on my mind. Love. Love is equal. And same-sex marriage should also be equal.
Now I get to say something that's been on my mind. Love.
Love.
It reminds me of when Noah Centineo or whatever his name is, like when he got like some Nickelodeon award or something, and he was like, "It's not what you do with your talent; it's what you can do with your talent for others." And
Right.
then everyone was like, "All right, you can sit down, buddy. Like that, you didn't do anything there." And it's funny because it's like Sonia was having an LGBT off with Simon.
Yes.
They both should have been
And
speakers.
sort of Alex by proxy, but I
I
don't
feel like
know.
I feel like they what is it called when like it's like like how a lavender marriage is like you're both like covering up the fact that you're actually gay? What's the opposite of that where like you both are just like sex freaks together? Because I feel like that's Alex and Simon. Like I feel like they like
I
really
can't
match
say
each
for
other's
sure.
freak. You can't you don't have the LGBT dictionary next to you.
I don't know that term. I don't. We'll have to find it.
There isn't one. I'm just like
There might not be one. Oh, there okay, we don't know. Or do we know?
No, there literally isn't a term. I just meant like they match each other's freaks so well, and I definitely feel like Simon for I could honestly see them both being bisexual. Like,
Yeah. Or I mean, they're definitely, like, both, like, open-minded, I feel like, and, like, very educated in, like, and, like, educated in the way that, like, makes you consider other perspectives. Sometimes probably a little
right,
too much, because like, that's what annoys her about the women, like Luann, during this argument is, like, "Alex sounds like an infomercial for gay marriage, like, we're trying to, like, have fun." Like, Alex is, like, the symbolism of the wedding dress, and Luann and Kelly are like, "It's just fun and campy, like, it's not, like, that."
right,
Yes, like,
right.
sure, like, it matters for marriage equality, but they were out there. They were on the front lines, even though they were making it about themselves. They were there. So that's something.
And she doesn't just stop her activism at giving rousing speeches to, animated crowds full of believers, she also believes that one way we can revolt and revolt against the system and institutions of oppression is for us to dance and specifically to attend her Gay Tuesday events.
It's Gay Wednesdays, actually.
Gay Wednesday, I am so sorry. Wednesday
So
is the
don't
gayest
show up.
day.
Don't show up on the wrong day. That would be
Don't show
really
up on
awkward.
Tuesday. I think that's Bisexual Tuesday. That's a different day. That's not for you. And this is actually very important. This is history. And we'll tell you in a second why.
Oh, hi, Aquaria. Hi, honey. This is the thing. I'm surrounded by penises, and none of them are for me.
I love that. Everyone.
Hello, how you feeling? Me too.
So Sonia Morgan is responsible for Aquaria's fame and career.
Like, she had Aquaria at the Gay Wednesdays. She was like, stimulating the local community, giving back to the local LGBTQ plus people, giving them free alcohol, giving them a place to kiki. That's allyship in the wild, really.
That's creating space for queer voices and for queer penises and queer butts and queer Aquarias. Gay Wednesdays at Sonia Morgan's a smorgasbord of queerness. And
I know. I wonder if she still has any type of that. I guess not anymore.
I
Does
don't-
she even have
she
a
doesn't-
home?
she has a condo in Miami, or West Palm Beach or whatever the fuck beach that they all moved to.
Right.
Her townhouse was purchased and turned into a rehab facility. So I don't think they're having Gay Wednesdays there anymore, unfortunately. And they might have Gay
They
Wednesdays
could be.
for gay alcoholics who can't be drinking anymore. But that's a whole separate kind of Wednesday.
Right. And she does
Um,
have like a bunch of different like events that are oriented towards the queer community. She does have in like a later season, in season 12, a drag party / it was like sort of gonna be bingo, but then I guess Ramona had like an issue with it, so I didn't actually see them play any bingo. I don't know if that happened or not, but there's a bunch of drag queens there. There's a bunch of gay people there. It seemed like just like more elaborate Gay Wednesday, like more like we upgraded the Gay Wednesday to like a
Right.
ballroom and like made it like a gay Saturday night with Sonia.
Right.
Like that was
And
the
we
vibe of the
we
party.
invited Dorinda and she wore a turban. So
She
that
wore a
was
bedazzled turban.
I'm speechless actually now. There's nothing. I really don't even know what I have to say about Dorinda and her turbans.
I have a
mean,
clip. Not a clip. I have a picture of her in the turban. I'll send it to
We'll
you
throw
so we
it
can
up.
put it.
Part
Yeah,
of me,
it's pretty good.
it's like that has to be slightly inappropriate now.
I didn't even pause to think about it, so that's on me. Like I was like, I just really like it. I would assume so.
It looks fab, but is she allowed to wear that?
Like, no, I don't think so. Let's just go with no. Like, honestly, like if you have to ask, then the answer is probably no.
Right. I mean,
And
certainly worse things have been done on that show for sure, but that feels a little bit,
well, and in the same spirit of upwardly mobile hairstyles, Sonia at this event is wearing a bee hive on her head. Like she has kind of a thick bang and then this huge ball of hair on top of her head. It's not her best look. I have to be so real about it.
Oh my god.
So the girls were feeling something this night. Luann's wearing this big bus driver hat that's also bedazzled.
Like one of those taxi cab driver.
Yes, yeah. Ramona's wearing Avery, she went shopping in Avery's closet. She's wearing a Shein skirt. It's a damn mess. And when we were texting about this event, you were like, Plasma's there. And I don't actually think Plasma is there, but Didi Fuego of RuPaul's season 7,
whatever
18, RuPaul season
Season
18
last.
was there. The pork chop of season 18 was there.
And how did we fall so far from Aquaria to Didi Fuego? No shade, but
I feel the fuego. It burns. Oh, nice. Nice pull. I'm
okay, so
not
the
like a
episode's
stan.
over. Episode's over. We're done. Pack it up. I just have to say before we move on to another pairing of lesbians, y'all are gonna go to a drag event and not even get dressed up and ready by a drag queen. You're all gonna look a mess in a very different, specific
They
way.
do
But
look a
like,
mess. Luann looks the best, I think, out of them all, and she gets her flowers from the queens. And one other thing that was funny about this party is Sonia is so mad because Ramona brings this like chopped guy with her, like some random some random fat man, and Sonia's like, what is wrong with you? You're an idiot. Why did you bring a straight man to the gay party? Like, what is, and like, you know what? Yeah, like, she's
like
right. Why did you
kind of
bring that straight
real.
fat man to the gay party? Like,
And were they
I
even
don't know. I'd
dating?
be mad too. Like, if I was with all my cool
And he's
gays,
chopped, dude.
so
Pack it
chopped.
up, Ramona.
No, and they
but
weren't dating. She just was like, I wanted to like bring somebody interesting. Like, you thought this guy was going to be interesting to this group?
You thought that guy was gonna be more interesting than the drag queens at the drag event. You thought this fat, sweaty man. Okay, you know what?
Okay.
You know what? Right, exactly. All right, moving on to. I mean, it's just obvious. But Carol and
Right.
Bethany had a very sapphic relationship. Whether it ever got physical, we don't know. All we can say is allegedly it may have. But there was there's like the reason that they're falling out felt so like powerful because I think Bethany was definitely in love with Carol.
Yeah,
I would
I think it's
venture.
I'll use this phrase to describe these two as well as like the Lisa Kyle situation in Beverly Hills. Like, the friendship fallout has this like this like scent in the air of two people who have been intimate together. Like,
Yeah,
something is a little different than like this just being like your bestie girl. Like, because like I've had fallouts with very, very close best friendships, like, who like, yeah, it still can like be like painful or whatever, but like not in, you don't do all that if there's not like something. Like, they fight like a couple in a relationship, both of like,
yeah,
these two pairings, and two pairings that are very popular, I feel like, in like the Bravo fandom for like kind of like going into the sapphic lore of these two pairings. So they have similar parallels and connections to each other too, which is weird.
right. And it's not like Carol and Bethany have never had like moments that felt a little bit more explicit. For example, this one.
I had a sex dream about you.
Because you really? You kind of intimate. Why did I take that the wrong? What wrong? How is that?
I
There is
don't
no wrong way.
Oh, there might be.
What was I, a man?
No. And let me
Okay.
just say, I don't have sex dreams even with men.
This is my first lesbian encounter, like in a fantasy. I'm ready.
It was
Let's
very
go.
quick. It was very quick.
Did we go downtown Julie Brown?
Well, I touched you where your bathing suit. I think it was an attempt to get you to relax.
Bethany seemed into it AF. She was like, "This is my
She looked
first
happy as a
lesbian encounter."
clam.
Happy as that's a very good one. That's a very good word to use. I touched you where your bathing suit goes. Girl, just say it.
Downtown Julie Brown
Ja-
girls, like,
That's a
and
great phrase.
there are a lot of key phrases in that short clip. Her also saying, Carol says, I'd never have sex dreams about men.
Right. So you're
Doesn't
saying
mean
like
that she never has sex dreams, period.
and she
About men.
and she did have and she had one with Bethany. And she's like, I think it was me like attempting to like loosen you up or something. Like
Yes.
there's like a desire to like help her out in a way beyond what a typical friend would be
Yes.
willing to do. And like Bethany like she was like, "Oh, this is my first lesbian encounter," but she was like a little bit too like gleeful, like
So
there wasn't
gleeful.
she she seemed ready to hear the details.
Right.
I do wish Carol had given us more of the details. Carol, has Carol ever, because Carol to me definitely has already had it, like at least an experience or two with a woman. I don't think she's ever said that on the show, but like that is just the aura that she has.
Yeah, there's an energy there for sure. And like I could see like, you know, her and Bethany kind of staying in their long-term situationship and it being messy and like I would feel like the vibes it gives is that Carol's dipped in the pond before, but Bethany wouldn't have had before. Like Carol would be like one of
Exactly.
her initial, yeah.
Exactly, and I think that that's why it was easier for Carol. I mean, she's also just like more of a chill person, but I think that's why like when they were going through their friendship breakup, like Bethany was a little bit more of the manic one. I
Right.
think like for her, it felt more of like first relationship vibes. It was like, this is like a very new emotional connection to me, and it like feels big and like really important. And Carol was sort of like, "Yeah, dude, like take it easy."
Right. And she was getting all jealous of like Tinsley becoming the new bestie, quote unquote bestie, like codependent female relationship that's a little too close bestie as we've seen in this pattern before. And yeah, obviously I think that messy of a breakup, there's something extra sprinkled in there. Whatever
Yeah,
it is, we'll probably never know at this point, but
no,
maybe one of them will do like a tell-all one day if they feel more free with that information. Maybe like when
right.
Bethany Frankel's like withered and dying one day, even though she'll probably still somehow find a way to look good and walk Miami Swim Week, but maybe she'll release the files.
I feel like it would be Carol. I just think like Bethany, like when a situation doesn't go her way, she just kind of acts like over it and like, oh, it didn't actually affect me that much. I don't really care. I feel like she's never gonna revisit it to any serious like extent. But I feel like Carol could, because I feel like sometimes like she just gets questions and she's like, oh, I've never thought about that, and then she'll answer it and it's like, girl, have you not thought about telling us this story? Like
Right.
she just seems more like aloof. But she's not aloof about certain other things that are relevant to this conversation about her sexuality.
Get this correlation. She goes, my nails are so long.
Oh yeah, you can tell you're not having a lot of sex when your nails are so long.
What?
I don't get that.
What?
Now, how do you know that, Carol?
I mean, this is damning evidence to me. Like
Right,
this
no,
is
this is
And this is why I wanted to include this, because it's obviously, like, who is gonna remember this? Like, it's like a throwaway line in, like, a dinner scene, but, like, this is damning. Like,
Exhibit A, Your Honor. Guilty.
I be having sex, and I don't have short
Put him
nails.
closer. Put him closer. But what do you mean by that, Carol? Talking to a woman, if you have long nails, you can't be having sex. Well, what kind of sex?
What?
Well, what kind of
With your
sex?
long nails, are you, like, and your alleged man really into the finger and butt method? Like, sorry to be graphic, but, like, what could you be speaking about with straight sex that you can't have long nails for? Like, there might be
Right.
some things that are, like, mildly inconvenient, but not in the same way that lesbian sex
I
that's a thing that they're, like, even some girls, I think it's so chic if they have, like, a couple fingers short and then, like, a couple long.
right,
Love. That's
because
what Carol needs.
that's what Carol needs, and that's the thing. I agree with you 100% because what what like woman who has called herself straight, presented herself as straight, especially those women on that show, I think that they would sooner, well, Carol would sooner be fingering a woman's vagina over a man's butthole. Absolutely. I think that she would be revolted at the idea of putting her finger up her boyfriend's butt, but I think she would not be revolted at the idea of putting her finger up a vagina. So for her to say that so
Agreed.
casually, as if it's ambiguous, well, what does that mean, Carol? It's not ambiguous. And also, no, none of these women, except for Tinsley, actually, admitted to doing anal, but it was their husband or their boyfriend doing it to them. None of these women have ever talked about fingering a booty hole. Certainly not a man's booty hole. And so I agree with you. I think that the verdict is guilty. I think that is like a confession.
The verdict is gay.
The verdict is gay. Carol Radswell, gay. Sonia,
Found
bisexual.
to be gay by the Mention It All Again pod. Asterisk, asterisk. Sorry to speculate on people's sexualities during Pride Month.
Asterisk, asterisk. Sorry for doing the exact thing that we just did. What if you're offended? We're sorry. If you're not, we're not sorry.
Look, come on.
Look, Your Honor, please. As you're being taken away in handcuffs. No, Your Honor. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speculate on her sexuality.
I put an asterisk. I did. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. No, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing
I won't
it,
let
though,
it
for the
happen
rest of the
again
episode.
after this episode.
in an hour. In an hour, I will never do it again. Moving on to the gayest franchise. And I don't say that lightly, because there's a lot of gay shit going on, but this is,
I know,
to me,
I was kind of like, old.
but it's by far, to me, and it's the most open about it, too.
Yeah.
Atlanta. Like, we start off, like, what, season 2 or 3?
3.
With Kim Zolciak and DJ Tracy.
Right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning.
Season 3.
Which, that was like, I mean, because what, Atlanta was the second franchise? So,
Yep.
Atlanta was the second franchise, and
2010 it aired.
Damn, and we had a bisexual, like, romance 2010, and it wasn't even like a hidden, ambiguous Kyle Morgan situation. And the tabloids went crazy with it. This is actually, like, I think this is like a sleeper hit for one of my favorite, like, scenes in Housewives ever. Just enjoy.
Yes, I'm bisexual.
Really?
You believe that shit? As the buzz around her sexuality reaches a frenzy, Kim Zolciak finally shares the truth. Do you think you are gay? I don't believe love has a gender.
I am kind of surprised that Kim came out as a lesbian. I've never seen any signs that she was into women, but Kim is a media whore.
Media whore is what she says.
The way she's sitting so demure, I am surprised that Kim came out as a lesbian. And it literally says in the biggest of letters, yes, I'm bisexual. That is...
Nene reading it. I want Nene to read everything to me out loud. Ever. Any media. A frenzy about sexuality.
And I love when Sheree goes, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Sheree looks so good in that scene. Sheree was stamped. Like, is stamped. I love her.
No, Sheree is everything to me.
That scene is so good. There's also like 2 more minutes of it that's funny, but not effective for this medium.
But so that's like where we start off. She has this whole spread in People magazine, but somehow she's also still not the gayest on the cast. I think the 2 contenders for gayest, gay number 1 and gay number 2, are Candy and Portia. Portia was kissing Candy in the club and wanted to eat her pussy till she came. You talked me down, bitch.
Me, like, trying to make sure I get all the verbiage right. Like, he was kissing me in the club and wanted to eat my pussy till I came.
I'm sorry.
It's like one breath. There's like no spaces in it.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, but that's just like when you was kissing me in the club and told me you wanted to eat my till I came.
I want to eat your mother.
You said
Girl,
that.
are you kidding
You can
me?
deny it
Are
if you
you
want to.
kidding
Your
me?
tongue kissed me in my mouth,
Let's
and you
also
said
talk
you
about-
wanted to eat me till I came.
That is a f***ing lie.
You tongue me down, bitch.
All of that is a lie.
First of all,
I have a good time. I have a good time and do what I do.
Not even just
You
me.
and your relationship that you had with a woman for 7 years, and you're all uproar with me.
Hold
While
up,
we talking about what I do.
Hold up, I'm sorry, roll back. What?
Rollback. What?
I mean, they made absolute history. I would do anything to have been those random people sitting behind them at lunch. Like, I feel like I've even said this about different Housewives scenes before, but oh my God, like I would be getting my life. I'm like, did they just say you tongued me down, bitch?
You tongued me down.
A relationship with a woman for 7 years?
No, the way that mid-scene, they start randomly doing this like boom, 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 like this like drum like beat, and it's like not even dramatic. It's like a fucking Imagine Dragons backtrack or something.
They're both getting like increasingly more alarmed by the accusations increasing. Like it's like, where are we going with this? Both of them are stacking it on. Like,
She's like, what about you? We could talk about your relationship with a woman for 7 years.
and then right after this, like, Candy continues to be like, you were trying to make out with me, like you're gay, Portia, and Portia then hits her with the, oh, you don't have a sex dungeon, you don't have a sex chamber, and that's Candy's like, you just made that up. She's like, come over to my house and I'll show you my house right now. And Portia's like, I'm not going to your house.
I'm not going to your sex dungeon. And of course, this isn't the only time that, one's accusing the other of being a lesbian.
I've just been hearing things. I want to know. Candy, are you a lesbian? Because I've heard that, and someone at this table has been talking behind her back, saying she's a lesbian in the closet.
Who had been saying that?
Who said that? Who said that?
Who said that?
Portia literally, who said that? And then it like cuts to Portia saying it. Like,
who else would have said that? Like, you had every motive to say that. It was clearly you.
Candy,
I love.
are you a lesbian?
At the end, she's just like bubbling on her champagne
with her big ass bang. Like,
that's the Kyle Richards Halloween Kills bang. They were passing that shit around. And then of course we would be remiss not to mention that the sex dungeon that may or may not exist was the same one that I think Phaedra accused Candy of like drugging Portia in or something.
yes. It takes a dark turn, but we'll just stop it. We'll just stop the combo here for now.
Right. Yes, exactly. The LGBT of it all kind of takes a very dark turn, but that's that. But we're not done with Portia, and Portia's not done with being LGBT. So obviously, there's a lot of accusations flying, lesbian, not lesbian, we don't know, but she continues to have illicit, torrid kind of relationships with women on the show. I think she like stopped caring at a certain point. I don't know when that was, but she kind of just like started leaning into it. Like, yeah, I actually do want to tongue you down, and bitch, and
bitch, I do want to kiss you in the club and eat your pussy till you came. Which is true. They later, I think it's season 13. Cynthia's getting remarried and they're doing a little bachelorette party for her, and ironically they've come to enough peace about the situation to have a sex dungeon themed party for the event. So that's when they hired the infamous stripper Bolo, who we could unpack him, but as far as I know, he's not LGBTQ plus.
I don't know if we could unpack him. They were talking.
So not today.
The numbers they were sharing about what he's packing. I don't know if we can unpack it.
Okay, unpack wrong verbiage. I can't get into his story right now.
No, it's not. He's definitely not.
He's not. It's not his month. We'll get back to him for.
He'll have a month.
Sex positive work month when we start
sex worker month.
Yes.
Mention all again brings you sex workers of Bravo.
He's like, There's really not that many, but
There's really not.
the night gets crazy because they're all like super horned up with Bolo in attendance, and it comes with baggage, heavy baggage, as Blake referred to. But as like when he like is like off duty, things like start getting really crazy, and Kenya is like narrating it because it's like technically off camera, even though they still had certain cameras up. So Kenya's talking about it, and she's like, I kept going down to like get stuff from the kitchen, and every time I'd be down there, like either somebody was like, with Bolo doing what they were doing, or I also saw Portia and LaToya making out, bumping and grinding on the couch, and like you can see like in like the corner of the camera like them on the couch, and like you can see them making out like that. It's Portia and LaToya, and then Portia says like, move the camera, like we don't want the camera, and Tanya gets up and like hits the camera out of the way, and you just hear Portia go, now I am a lesbian. It's like,
It's like we
hells
kind of knew
yeah.
that. We kind of knew that, but thanks for sharing. Thanks for being honest.
It looks
Um,
fun. It was giving like low key like orgy vibe, but
oh,
like
for
not.
sure. For sure. It did look fun. I wish, well, I don't know if they would have
Well,
had me, but I was gonna say I wish I was there, but not really the not not necessarily maybe I wouldn't have
I
fit
don't know
in.
if you would have been getting that much attention.
No, and that's honestly fair. Maybe I shouldn't. You know what? We can move on from that.
Okay.
Like didn't even consider, like I'm like, that sounds fun. Like I wish I was there, and then I'm like, wait, we just talked about how it's like bunch of ladies fucking. All right, moving on to Salt Lake City.
Wait, addendum. Portia is now in a happy
Right.
WLW relationship. I don't like know or truly even like care if she's ascribed herself a label or not, because like whatever, but she is dating a woman. They seem very happy together. She reposted today, albeit an AI graphic of two lesbian women cooking breakfast together, and it said like,
Oh.
all I need is
Ooh,
soft
we're gonna have
mornings
to.
with my boo. And I was like, you know what,
It's your
it's your
month.
month, queen.
This is new for you. It's okay. It's your month. We'll let it
I'll
go.
let you
But
have this one. Of
but
all the
put the
AI
chat.
housewife uses, fine.
This one's acceptable. Put the chat GPT down though when it's July 1st. I'll say that though. I'll say that. But yeah, no, I think that her on the current season, it's been really interesting. She didn't, like, there wasn't a label, but she was, saying like,
Yeah.
I just this is like I'm all about love. Love is equal, as Sonia said. So
I was gonna say, love.
and same-sex marriage should be equal. Moving on.
Yes.
Salt Lake City. So this
So
one
maybe
is
our least gay city.
I was gonna say this one is probably the most tenuous and definitely the most salacious and full of slander, libel, rumors.
Yes.
Definitely nothing that
Nastiness.
has nastiness. We could even throw that in there. I don't know that any of this has been proven or even comes from anything that is even something resembling the truth, but it's fun to talk about.
I believe it.
And so this one, number one, what we're going to talk about, Jen Shaw and Meredith Marks allegedly were eating each other's box in the steakhouse bathroom. Was that from the show or is that from Twitter? Where did that come from?
I couldn't really remember. Like when I was getting ready for the episode, I was like, I kind of feel like this came up on the show, but I couldn't find any evidence to say so. I couldn't remember where it was or like find anyone like saying online like it's this episode where they talk about Jen and Meredith eating box at at a steakhouse. But I'll put the Reddit post in the
I have
pod.
it right here.
Oh, perf. So yeah, this is the one. This is the post that revealed the scam that got pretty like well well received around the Bravo fandom. Like, we all had kind of heard about this if you're like very online, but it's
Yeah.
so funny.
It's
First of all, I
just
hate the phrase eating box. Like, it makes me
I
want
think
to
it's
vomit.
I think it's hilarious, but I also I'm okay with replacing it with snatch. I think snatch is also a great word.
I don't like either. If you're ever talking about me, I don't want either of those things being
Snatch I got from
partaken.
Veep actually. She loves that
Sonia
word.
uses snatch.
I think it's
Tamara
snatch
actually did
guard.
on an ep of OC as well. But also, whoever screenshot this has put an image of a cat over the word box. Like, box
I
isn't
know.
a slur.
I know. Also, we're not she didn't say kitty, so I feel like it's
And
kind
would
of
pussy
like
be better? Right, I don't know.
right.
But
I'm gonna read it for
apparently,
those who are just
good
listening,
call.
but it's a Reddit post. It says an SLC local came in hot. The person's account name is Steak and Seafood, which is hilarious. And then the body reads Jen ate Meredith's box at a local steakhouse in Park City before Salt Lake City filmed. It's well known in my community in Park City where Meredith actually resides part-time. So not only is Meredith catching like 2 strays there, like well known in Park City where she actually resides part-time, but I also love that they're like it's well known. I don't believe that. Even if this did happen, I don't believe it. It's like a well-known rumor. Like I
I don't
don't
know. Like, I feel like you'd have to be a Park Cityan to know that. Like, maybe in those circles, it is well known. Like,
wow.
maybe they're
You
like,
just gagged me. I do have to be a local Park City and to know that. There's no way I would know. That was wow, I really shouldn't keep speculating. It's not going well for me.
but you know, like how like little I don't know the landscape of Park City, but you know how like towns have lore. Like, my town definitely has lore. Like, I will be like, remember, I'll still years later. Oh my god, I'm like cracking up. I'm like on near tears. I gonna cry every episode. Um, like, there are people that you're like years later, like, remember when they hooked up in here? Like, do I know that for sure? Probably no. But like, am I still
That's
gonna bring it
true.
up? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am not a
Yeah.
Redditor about I don't go on my town and Reddit because we don't have a Real Housewives, but if we did, who's to
It's
say
well
I wouldn't be
known.
on there under
It's
Steak and
well known.
Seafood being like, which
I also think
I guess
that
that's not
even
true though. Oh, sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say
Um,
even if it's not well known, why not just say it is? Like who will know? You know what I mean? You could just
I guess that is true. And it makes you wonder, like, well known to who? Like, how many people know, like, what group? Like, who is it?
right,
Makes you want to be in the know. But
right.
obviously, this was just a rumor, kind of like Mandela effect. Did they bring it up on the show? We can't be sure. I don't know. I don't
But
think so. But there is
we
another rumor that does get brought up on the
that
show.
does get brought up in the show, and it's like honestly, well, I'll just play it and then we could say.
Guess what? Everybody is saying that perhaps her and Heather were in their room doing Barbie scissor kicks, and then Jen beat the shit out of her.
Barbie scissor kicks.
The Barbie scissor kicks, and then getting the shit beat out of you.
Wait, yes. What do you mean by Barbie scissor kicks?
Well, let's just say, it sounds like,
Like they're in a
people are assuming
relationship?
they're in the room having a sexual relationship, and then romping, bumping, and giving each other a black eye after because maybe someone wasn't very good in
Romping, bumping, and
Romping
giving
and
each other a
bumping.
black. Angie K is hilarious to me because when she gets into her like reading people mode, it feels like it takes her a second before every single word. Like she doesn't know where the sentence is gonna end. She just kind of goes on the journey, and then she's like,
I kind
"Well,
of really like it.
I know it's a great like I love the cadence.
The
But I
cadence of, and perhaps Heather
and they were doing she kind of
Barbie
does this
scissor
thing where she like
kicks.
kind of turns her head and she's like finding the word. She's like Barbie scissor kicks, and then also Whitney, you know damn well what she means by that. You know damn well, and you just wanted her to elaborate, and you wanted her to go into a little bit more detail, but you know damn well what Barbie scissor kicks are.
Yeah, Lisa maybe not. Whitney definitely was sure what she was talking about though. And like,
No, Lisa,
I
Lisa
love
not.
I love the mental imagery. Well, I guess I don't love it because like it's kind of like alarming, but I do think it's really funny of like they're doing Barbie scissor kicks and then Jen beat the shit out of her.
I know.
They
I
did
was.
She didn't get injured from the scissoring. They scissored, and then she separately beat the shit out of her. Like, no, you didn't like take the lane of like, yeah, maybe her foot was near her eye when they were doing it. No, no, no. They completed that all good, and then she got up and roundhouse punched her in the face.
Like the concept of like completing like the act of having sex with someone, and then in a separate like situation being like, now it's time for me to beat you up. Like, no,
I'll
now
see
I'm
you.
just gonna. And you know
Jen's
what?
like, you
though?
better never tell Sharif about this, Heather. Like,
Roundhouse. But like, the thing about this, she was right. Well, about the beating her up part. I mean, maybe she was right about. Apparently, Jen's scissoring everyone. So, I mean, maybe Jen's just on like a scissoring spree. We're not sure. And I don't know. Heather was clearly too afraid to like stop her from getting punched. So maybe she couldn't stop the scissor kicks. We don't know.
right, that's what Angie says. That I think it always cuts off like the end of the clip. It never like translates right over. But Angie goes, I don't know, maybe somebody was bad in bed or something. Like maybe they weren't happy with the performance, and she decided to punch her in the face.
Now, I will say I've never gotten like overtly like lesbian vibes between Heather and Jen the same way like we have with Carol and Bethany, but I will say that I wouldn't be surprised if they both got really drunk once and like did do something, and because they just were like really close and like it wasn't a continuous like whatever, but like I wouldn't be surprised if something happened once.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I feel like again, it's like we don't really know, and like, will we ever know? Like, probably not. Like,
Well, it's
these
well known. Well, it's
to
well
some,
known in my community.
to some, it's well known. To me, it's not. But I think like so many people have like a hidden gay experience that they just take to the grave, and like they never speak about like to anybody else, like because the idea of exploring what that means is like scarier to them than anything else. So like
Yeah.
that's what I mean of like more like 1 in 3 someone's got to be gay, or I guess I can amend that. 1 in 3, one of them is hiding a gay experience they've had in their life where they've, been with a woman or a man or with a person with no, not anything beyond a person. That's where we draw that's where we draw the line. But,
And on that
okay,
note,
I'm such like I can't even talk.
And on that note, moving on to Orange County, which somehow not the least gay franchise, more gay than Salt Lake City for sure. Basically only because Tamara's there and because they had Bronwyn.
Yeah, Tamara definitely carries the gay. And again, there's like the real life gay of Heather Dubrow having gay children, but like
But like
and like Bronwyn was gay, but like
I do actually really love that one tweet where it's like a picture of Heather Dubrow wearing like a I support LGBTQ youth shirt, and then somebody said like, well, she doesn't really have a choice now, does she? That was really good. But we start off here with the Tamara Fernanda of it all, which is season 6. And Fernanda was, for those who forgot, that like lesbian Brazilian kind of not friend of. I don't really know like what her role was.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she was a friend of, but like kind of got sidelined because she outed her and Tamara's gay experience, and like that kind of made things tense for the group.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of like mid-season, like they have like a flirty vibe in like the beginning, so you're always kind of like a little bit like, what's going on here, and like who is this lady, because like she really only interacts with Tamara, like, and the other women like occasionally, like she doesn't give like friend of in the way that we think of it now, but they go out to like dinner and they did a no hate campaign shoot together.
Yes,
like,
we should throw that up.
First of all, why'd you do it together, and why are you topless? Like, Vicky did that shoot with her 2 children in full clothing. Like, Tamara's like, I think Fernanda, like, let
Vicky
me,
did
like,
that
call up
shit.
my one lesbian friend.
Vicky did that shit in business cash, and they were doing it titties out. Like, they were
Titties out.
together.
And it gave that, like, they brainstormed, like, that pick and spill. Like, it gave that they rolled up and were like, we're gonna be topless and real close to each other. And, like, with chains. They have, like, chains around their bodies.
We're unshackled and sexy. It's like, All right, and
It's like
you're not.
ANTM. It's like Tyra directed that shot for them. Like that's what that is. They won the challenge boots, but
In my
it is
hands, I have
like
pictures of 2 girls, and it's Fernanda and Tamra.
and it's them together topless
And
on
it's
the
them
No
making
Hate
out.
campaign.
And that's the thing, like, Tamra, there's always, to me, there's always, like, something of a interest in dabbling in the lady pond when it
Well,
comes
there
to
is
Tamra.
here, like for sure, because the issue with them becomes that Fernanda tells Lynn Curtin, of all people, that her and Tamra kissed at Tamra's like last birthday party. And Tamra gets annoyed and is like, why are you like spreading this around? And they're like discussing it. And Fernanda has a confessional, probably the only one she ever has about this one issue, but she says like, I knew what I was doing when I kissed her, and Tamara knew what she was doing when she kissed me. Like, she can write it off as, like, a drunk thing, but, like, I knew, like, the vibes I was getting. And, like, they're, like, at lunch, and Tamara's in, like, this fuck-ass fedora, and she's like, it was just a fun kiss. And Fernanda's like, okay, girl, like, if that's what it was, like, then whatever. And they kind of smash that beef, but Tamara was like kind of like live queer baiting her. Like it was like a little bit like, and she was like
Like,
saying, "No, I only want to make out with girls if they look like you." And it's like, "Well, you can have a type, mama." Like
right, that's, like,
you
kinda what that is. And it's okay, like, you're with Simon, like, honestly, that's not gonna last, like, live it up, like,
being gay
let's
doesn't mean you have to be attracted to every single woman out there.
although, like, in her defense, like, a woman married to that man, to Simon, in, like,
Right.
probably what 2007 or 2009 or something, 2010, like she
Mhm.
probably did think that's how it worked, like, oh, every woman has to be like stunning to you,
Probably.
otherwise you're not gay. And it's like, no, like, I mean, I know you are attracted to like any old white guy because look at your husband, but like that's also not how it works with being straight. Like,
Yeah.
let's just do some math.
And that's, like, all just, like, kinda put to bed, and, like, again, Tamara just continues on with her, like, undercurrent of, like, if somebody wants to make out with me of the female variety,
Yeah,
like, I'm interested, just let me know, kind of, like, is her vibe, and that's what happens with Bronwyn when she's on in season 14. They have a makeout in, like, the middle of this restaurant in, like, what looks to be broad daylight. I don't know, maybe the restaurant's just super bright, it could've been the nighttime, but it was for Shannon's birthday, and I, like, watched the scene a couple times, and I kept rewinding because I was like, "Am I missing? Like, are they playing a game? Like, why why did they start making out?" Like, it they seem to just be talking about, like, lesbianic experiences, and Tim was like, "I'll make out with her right now." And they just start making
yeah,
out.
she was like, I
And
have no
Vicky's
problem
so
with it.
mad.
Vicky was pissed, but Vicky also just hated Bronwyn.
It was kind of giving a mix. Like, she was like, "Stop that." Like, it's like it'd be like a funny, like, reaction, like, video like, corporations after, like, on July 1st, like
Wait, that would be maybe for our Instagram.
what?
Not to talk about strategy on here. But we also have like just honorable mention, I think, to Lydia McLaughlin or whatever her fucking name was, the one with the teeth.
Whoa. Don't disrespect the
She
queen.
oh, didn't realize we have shooters on here. But they go to drag brunch, and y'all remember when she dressed up like Charlie Chaplin? But like the only reason I bring this up, obviously drag, whatever, but it's because she in her confessional, she was like, I really have to like consult my faith and like pray on this to see if like it would be in line with my faith and my values to like go in drag to this drag brunch. And then it's funny to see like the whole like thing that she was like wrestling with was dressing up as fucking Charlie Chaplin, like a
She
fucking
looks a
bowler
damn
hat.
mess. They
She
all look
looks
a damn mess.
ridiculous. That's like honestly not even drag. She's literally just wearing a fucking Halloween costume.
Right. It's
Like, you know
it's
what I mean?
true.
Like drag, like when we're talking about Ashley Darby drag, I feel like she's like, or like even Cynthia with 50 Cent, when like they have like the little like soul patch and like they look like really like manly, masculine, whatever. They even do
Yeah.
like maybe that thing in their pants or whatever. She looks like a lunatic. Like she's not like dressed like
It's so funny.
it is honestly really good. We should also throw that up there.
Yeah, I can
Um
that pic is easy to find.
yeah, that one's really
Um
good. So shout out to that. I thought that was really funny. And then we end with this honestly is like Noella, you know, she loved to tell everyone she was bi. And she pissed Heather Dubrow off for thinking that it was all right to give Heather Dubrow's daughter, who the bisexual one, a
Yeah, I think
pride-themed card
Max.
game. Yeah, I think it was Max. And apparently this like pride-themed card game has some like pornographic language on it
They
if
have a
you'd like to
clip of
read.
like Heather and Gina shopping. This is like a graphic episode by accident. Like we're like dropping a lot in here, but Heather is reading it to Gina like to show how like of an inappropriate gift it is, and she's like, and I flip the card around and it says, having your tits sucked, and they like bleep out tits, so it's like having your like okay. And like they look absolutely horrified. Like
And I
which
feel
like I
like
guess like yeah, I guess that's weird to give to like a friend's child, but like whatever, girl.
I
Let
feel
Max
like
get her tits sucked.
right, and she probably has. Sorry, Heather. You don't have to think about
Like
it, but
Noella didn't think you were gonna narc and read the gift that was meant for Max. Like it's
and I
kind
feel
of
like
messed up.
Noella kind of also like uses this to sort of like paint Heather as like kind of a little bit biphobic. Which is it's a really funny angle to like ignore the fact that she's just like, no, I think it's like explicitly pornographic, and she's like, oh, it's because I'm bi. Oh, it's
Wait, that's
because I'm
really
bi.
funny because she's also gotten like fat phobic, like which, and I think people also have tried to be like Heather's like she always like doesn't like the women of color like on the show, i.e. like Noella.
Everyone
So
just
now she's
throws everything.
biphobic, fat phobic,
Racist.
and racist.
According to other people, not to us.
Heather, don't get pissed. Don't get pissed. It wasn't me.
Don't get mad af. Moving on to Potomac. Potomac like is okay, this time we kind of will just talk about the real gay guys, the real gay people,
Yeah,
because
this
it's
is
Michael
like
Darby.
and Ashley.
And well, Ashley for sure. I mean, she
Together
said as
and
much.
separately, they have gay drama.
Right. They're
and
kind of like the
storylines.
evil version. Well, I feel like it's not Ashley that's evil, but like their relationship was the evil version of Alex and Simon. Like them together or
Okay,
like the
yeah, I
the
understand that.
Wario. You know what I
And
mean?
there's like an invisible string because they opened Oz. Go
And
back,
then Alex
go
and
back,
Simon went to Australia, moved to
go
Australia.
back
So
to our first and second episode if you want to talk Oz.
shameless plug.
But they have an Australian restaurant, and Alex and Simon live in Australia now. So like,
So that actually really
okay,
stacks up.
yes, the dots are connecting. Yes.
So let's talk about Michael Darby first, because there are two things that come up for me. Number one, when he said that he would suck Juan Dixon's dick, which 100 million billion gajillion % happened. Like, I know it wasn't on camera, but like,
Yeah.
it was around literally so many people. There's no way
Right.
that that's made up at all.
I feel like that's widely accepted that that's true, regardless of what he's said, like by
Right.
fans, by the women, like
Right.
probably even Ashley now, like
Ashley now, yeah, but I think it's funny that in that moment she, like, really, I mean, look, I have to give it to her. She was loyal. She was gonna find any way to like explain shit away, but it was like, this is a losing battle. Like, there's no
Well, right.
way.
Because they had even like tinkered around with like the like, oh, like we're sort of open like at the beginning of their marriage, like, but then they kind of like their storyline was like we're closing it off, like we're
Right.
locking it down to each other. So then it was like, I don't know. She probably was like, "Why are you making me look a fool? We could have just kept saying it was open, like."
Right. Like, honestly,
and
like
you
if
could
he
have
had
just been like, "I'm a bi king," and like we're open, like
right, we're
whatever.
both
then.
bi.
Like,
We're both bi. She likes to hook up with girls. I like to hook up with
but
guys.
he
Like, who
definitely would not
cares?
have wanted that. And
No.
the issue was that she was wanting a monogamous relationship at
Right.
the time. So like I think more than he was. So, you know, there's a manila folder stacked to the absolute brim of issues with that couple, but Ashley
Right.
like has her own kind of like queer journey. I know that she identifies as part of the community, and she, would pop out at Pride singing her hit single Coffee and Love
Coffee and
at a
Love, which
Pride.
was
She's had a
for
bunch of drag
Michael.
events.
Girl.
Coffee and Love. I'm really singing a lot on here these days. Like, oh my God. Maybe I need a
Maybe it's
record,
gonna
but
spark a new passion.
coffee and love taste best when hot. I forget the rest of the lyrics.
That's all.
Something
That's the
we
only part I
got it
know.
started and we won't stop. Nice.
Yeah.
Hit
Thank
that.
you. That was
It's actually a
great.
really good song, honestly. I might have to listen to it tomorrow. But
Okay. All
that's
right.
an early stage for her. And then post Michael, she kind of has like her drag king moment.
Yeah.
Where
Which she
like
still
she's
has.
been dressing up. Yeah, she's done it like a good few times. I mean, she had an event, what was that, last season, where all the women went and she like performed and was really in like
Yeah.
full drag. And I
What's
know
her
that
what's her drag name? It's like,
I can't recall.
yeah, I don't remember either. It's like something like Mr. Testosterone or something. Like, I don't know.
So Ashley's been a writer for the queer community on Potomac. She carries that the
Yeah.
gay she
She's
carries the gay flag in Potomac.
she's been
And I guess
supportive of
Michael sort of did too, not proudly, but he had it.
and there was also like a grinder situation as well with Michael, no? Like on the show, like someone was like one of my friends told me they saw him on grind or something like that. Like,
I know there's so many things with him that I
or
can't
like a
remember,
gay
like
club
what was like
maybe.
canon and what was like what we like knew from like behind the scenes. Like, wasn't there also an issue with like, didn't he like grab a producer's butt, or am I thinking of somebody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
He I think he grabbed a producer's butt and he also grabbed Katie Ross, like at that time, her
Right.
boyfriend's like butt. Like he was a butt grabber. He was a butt
Right.
grabber.
He
Yeah,
was a serial ass grabber.
a serial ass grabber, and thank God that she does not have to try and defend that behavior anymore.
Yeah, thank
Um,
God she's free. I love seeing a housewife be freed from their husband shackles, their
I
husband
will
imposed shackles.
imposed. I will say an honorable mention to Giselle because she kind of is ace representation. You know, she's not there's someone made a meme that was like, I'm the baddest thing walking and the
It's me!
acest thing
I
talking.
made
You
it!
made that? That's really fucking funny. That is really fucking funny. Okay, since you made it, we should put it up, honestly. It's really fucking
That
funny.
was me. I mean, I took some of it from the Dorinda one, so like
From the Dorinda
whoever
one,
really
yeah.
made the Dorinda one deserves the credit for real, because I took the inspo from their
The
one.
inspo, yeah,
Actually,
but yours is
I'll
like
put both of
clever
them up.
too. Yeah, no, they're both,
Because
oh my
after Love
God.
Hotel, I was like, who does
She
Giselle want? Like,
she
I
wants
don't know.
nobody. She
And
wants
honestly though, I
nobody.
feel her. Like, I sometimes think that like women, not like all the time, obviously, not to like invalidate, but sometimes I think asexual phases come to with like women who are just exhausted of like the men that have been thrown their way too. Like, I also could see Giselle with all the tomfoolery she's had to play with, like in her face. They was playing in her face and she didn't even know it. Like, I feel like it could also just be a shutdown of like, her life
That's
is
true.
good. Like why
Right. Why get
invite somebody back in
entangled?
who could embarrass her, like, which I get. I have felt that way in similar situations too, where it's like, oh, like, I just don't want to like get into the whole thing
Yeah.
of it. But she is I feel like unclear slash like not very overtly sexual housewives stand out just because so many of them are so like get
Male
brazen and
centric.
like, yeah, and they feel like more, um what's the word? Like, more emboldened when they're drinking on the show, and now that they kind of have like their own like income and status, like a lot of the housewives like are fine to have those like, kissing their friends like when they're drunk night, like, which is different. Like,
Yeah.
it is different.
Although I'd like
Like,
to see Giselle get into that. Come on, Giselle, a little
I'm
smooch for
sure if
Robin.
she had an urge, that Ashley would guide her through
Oh, for
her gay
sure.
journey.
For
You
sure.
know?
I don't,
Like, I
yeah.
feel like if Giselle had that in her, she would just act on it. Like, she definitely has people around her that would be like, "Hells yeah, girl."
Yeah. Moving on to Beverly Hills, which, so, there have been very popular, allegations, rumors, storylines on the show. Um, I think we should start with the Kyle LVP. I know we kind of talked
Right.
about it, because it's like a Carol Bethany situation. They've had, because
Yeah.
they on the show they kind of fell out and kind of became friends again, like 3 or 4 times before they finally
Mhm.
stopped actually being friends, and it really was a toxic, manipulative situation, with LVP always kind of being the one ready to like leave the relationship, and then I feel like the way Kyle was always like, "No, I love you, I love
Right. It
you,"
was
like,
very like codependent. Again, a lot of similarities with Bethany Carroll, I think, of like they're like either you've seen it or read about it or lived it yourself, but female friendships can get protective and
yeah,
possessive and like homoerotic. I mean, as can male friendships at times as well. But what I'm talking about in the specific female friendship way is like when like it gets very like, that's just my best friend and I don't want her having any other friends. And it's like, are we talking
yeah,
about friends or are we talking about like you like wanting to date somebody like
right,
is what it's giving.
right,
And I
like
feel that way
how,
about them too.
yeah, like how, are we framing our feelings the right way? Like, I think that was maybe because she was obviously married to Mauricio, and I think that like it was a confusion. I obviously don't think anything ever happened. I don't think LVP like even would go there, but I think for Kyle it might have been like a formative situation for her, like, and it maybe informed moving forward
Right.
with Morgan. Which, I mean, all I really have to say about this, because it's a kind of really annoying situation with Kyle and Morgan, um, is just that, like, you're not fooling anybody. We all saw it coming. I get that, like, I think on the one hand, it's like you need to process this at your own speed. So, like, I kind of, on the one hand, I'm like, I get it. On the other hand, it's like you're kind of playing in everyone's face because you are
Right.
posting her all the time. You are everywhere with her. You're also, every time you're like talking about this person you like that you can't be with, it's like clearly her. So then there's
Right.
the other part of me that's like, y- the only thing you haven't done is just say, yes, it's her. But everything else is obvious. So that's why for me it was like very annoying. It's like, girl, just say it.
I felt the same way. Like you would have much more right. Well, I guess right people would be like everyone has the right to do whatever, but like you would have much more validity to your claim of like let me like experience and tell people things when I'm ready and like keep my private life private. If you weren't also like in her music video, like on YouTube and like doing stuff on the show that was like, like bringing her in, getting
Getting
the
a
tattoos
matching
together.
tattoo.
Like, you could have just not done that, especially then afterwards to be like, "She was so uncomfortable on camera." Like,
Oh my god.
then what then
Please.
like, I don't know, it was, like, very, like, have your cake and eat it too, like, here's my life, but then I'm also gonna deny exactly while it's in your face, I'm gonna be like, "Don't ask me about that." Like,
Right. Like,
okay.
actually get indignant that people are curious what's going on because, yeah,
So
it's obnoxious. Um,
normally, I would agree, like, don't like, I do, like, actually think, like, don't speculate. Like, before she was being really annoying about it, like, I was never one to be, like, posting all the time of, like, "Kyle, come out." Like, clearly, that's not our business. Like,
right.
Kyle can come out on her own terms. Like, yeah, was it
Right.
annoying for storyline purposes of, like, seeing it and then, like, not getting the explanation or, like, an opposite thing? Yeah, but, like, in general, for sure, obviously, like, let people do their own thing. It's really not
Yeah.
that big of a deal. Um,
And I mean, people were also saying like she did the same thing with Denise, with Denise and Brandy, because that was the other main sort of like lesbian allegation on the show, where apparently like Denise and Brandy, by the way, like there is nothing shocking or confusing about their sexualities. They are both clearly, bisexual, both clearly go both ways, whatever. Brandy said as much. Denise like has said, I think she said as much, but in this particular situation, she didn't want to admit to it. But when this was happening, Kyle was definitely like not giving Denise the space to like talk about it or just deny it and say leave me alone or whatever. So then people were like, well, that's kind of a double standard now that you want that treatment for
yeah, that's
yourself.
very true. That's very true.
And I'll play the clip of that dinner where they all confront Denise about it.
Why are you torturing her? Denise, I'm not going to torture you any longer. She said you two had sex. Okay? What? I'm sorry. I didn't think it was my place to say it. Did you have sex with her?
No. No.
I love this is my favorite because I love how she's like she's like what? And then she's smiling like and then they're like, did you have sex with her? And she's like, no. No. Like she's like it's not
No.
convincing at all.
Well, and this whole thing was like it gave like witch hunt, especially too
Yeah.
because Brandy wasn't like on the show and hadn't like really been on the show in like a very like large capacity in a while. So like it also was like, all right, like haul in somebody's alleged lesbian lover to
Right.
like take them down. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
let's actually draft up a contract for her so she can appear for 3 episodes and like bring this lady down. When Brandy when they were at like Dorit's stupid Buca de Beppo lounge or whatever that she whatever, and Brandy was like, "Bitch, I left marks. Why are we talking about this? Why do we have to be going there?
Whatever happened to class? Whatever happened to
We're at Buca de
discretion?
Beppo. Let's have some cool."
No, that's what bothered me about that situation because it was just like a little bit like, who cares? Like,
Literally, who
like
cares?
obviously, like we care because it's gossip and like okay, 2 housewives like maybe hooked up, but like the level that they all like interrogated that on for which is the name of the game in Beverly Hills for episode after episode after episode, like girl, give it up. Like they probably fucked. Is that not a good
They
enough
did, like,
conclusion for you to leave with? Like you can't just like
Right.
be like, yeah, she might not be ready to say it on camera in front of the whole world while she's dating a man, but
Bravo,
I can
bravo,
go to
fucking
bed.
bravo. Like, she was not. She was telling them, she's like, please do not air this. It is very bad. Like, she's like looking
She
to the
literally said,
producers,
cut the
like,
cameras dead ass. Like,
she
she was like,
literally
I'm
did.
not playing around. Like,
I will fuck all of your shit up if you don't stop
like
right now.
you have 5 seconds or I'm gonna detonate in here. And, like your cameras are gonna shut down one way or another. Like
One
you
way
better
or another,
you
this is
better
not
watch
getting
it.
air.
If you want to
So
leave here
yeah.
alive, you're gonna cut that tape right now.
She grabs a butter knife at the table in Italy. She's like, cuts the camera.
They're like, okay,
She's
fine.
put the butter knife down, Denise. But anyway,
And I know that you don't watch, but I will say in like a realer tone slash shout out, Southern Hospitality is one of Bravo's newer-ish shows. It's not like super new, but if you don't watch, it's a spin-off of Southern Charm. You don't like need to watch that, but it's like very Vanderpump Rules-esque. Like they all work in a nightclub restaurant situation, but they just got a award for like gay representation in reality TV because
oh,
they have 3 cast members who are openly gay and have been like super open with their experiences living in the South, which like obviously isn't always the best situation, and 2 of them are Black, so that's like always good to see again in the South where like it's a lot of white people. So shout out to them. Michaels and TJ are the 2 gay men on the cast, and
are those the 2 that
Lake,
hooked up?
they do hook up a lot, like when they get bored and drunk and stuff. But I don't
Love
think
that.
they're not like together. And then Lake is a female cast member, and she also identifies as part of the queer community, and has like
Amazing.
been on like queer dates and stuff. So here's our actual real time shout out to the real gay representation that we have like airing like currently. Well, they just wrapped up their season, but
Yeah.
I
And that's
recommend that show, and it is like really good rep. And it's like organically, it's not like overdone and like, you know, when Bravo's like clearly just trying to get like points for like, look,
right.
we have gay people. Like it doesn't give that.
Yeah. And that's a good segue into finish off with Rome, Miami, with Adriana and Julia, because Julia is, you know, a real, she's a lesbian. She's been with men before, but I'm pretty sure she identifies as a lesbian. And
Right. She was technically the first like out
yeah,
lesbian housewife.
yeah, for
So
sure.
obviously a big thing, even though she's kind of
I don't like her. I mean,
yeah, I
her
don't
wife
really
is
either.
transphobic.
Right. So
So
that
and
in itself like
in
takes
itself
her like she doesn't
invalidates.
deserve to be mentioned in this episode really at all, but
Right. The only
we'll
reason
throw it
she's
in at the end.
mentioned is because she and Adriana had a suspicious relationship. Um, and I do think Adriana, like, she definitely, it's like Sonia, she's never said, like, I'm into women, but, like, she also basically might as well have said
Well,
that.
they do say, well, you're right. She doesn't like outwardly say her sexuality, but on the last reunion, they talk about like Adriana and Julia kissing in the Hamptons.
Right.
Or like I think slash plus more. I can't like remember the details of what they got up to, but when they were on a Hamptons trip that was recorded for the show, like they reveal after, like this Hampton trip was on an earlier season, but on the most recent one, that's when they're discussing like, okay, yeah, something happened, and Adriana's point is she was cheating. Like, I was not cheating on anybody. Like, and she was like, she took advantage of me, like, in that sense of like, oh, like, I kind of was down to explore, but like, she's the married person. Like, that's
Right.
like not like super cute of a look was like the argument, but it didn't really get anywhere because for some reason Julia wasn't like pressed at all. Like, pressed, not like attitude, like pressed on the matter. Like, I feel like it wasn't super explored and all the
Yeah.
women like had her back and were like, no, that like no, like
Yeah, because they
just
just
don't
didn't
like
like
she would never
Adriana.
cheat. Yeah, and I think like for some of them it's probably I feel like I've used this phrase to like different relationships where it's kind of like I had my lesbian friend's back. Like I'm an ally. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, like
Like, oh, Adriana's being homophobic because, Julia's the lesbian and I want to get the points for being
right.
on the
And like
lesbians
I
team.
love the Miami girls, but it kind of gave like they were stocking up some points to use later on of like, what do you mean? Like
Well, and good luck using
we
those points you talk about because your show is on pause and we're very sad about it, but how did that work out for
we
you?
are very sad about it. It
Wait,
did not
yeah,
work out well.
it didn't work out well. And on that, I don't want to leave us on that sad note. So I think thank you guys for tuning in. I think we should. Why don't we end on this video of Sonia dry humping Luann?
I love that.
I love that part of the party when we all get, half naked and start dry humping, especially when Luann's on top.
Cheers to Luann being on top.
Beautiful.
Happy Pride, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Support us on our socials. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on
Instagram.
Spotify. We are on Instagram. Mention It All Again Pod. YouTube. Mention It All Again Pod. TikTok. MIAA Pod, because we couldn't do the full name on there. We are literally everywhere you get your podcast. Any social media. Check us out. Give us a like, subscribe, follow. And don't forget to mention it all again. Thank you guys. Happy Pride. Bye-bye.
Happy Pride. We love you.